We've all heard the saying, it's the player, not the boots, and that might even be your very strong opinion. But here are 3 signs that your football boots are hurting your performance and actually making you play worse. While marketing has really skewed the way we look at football boots and see value in them, there's really only one reason why we actually wear them, and that is because of the studs underneath your feet, aka traction, where when you're playing this game and you are consistently slipping, is that because of you or because of the boots? Where from stud pattern to stud pattern, you're going to find different stud shapes, different stud positioning, sometimes even different stud lengths. And then between FG, SG, and AG stud patterns, depending on the playing surfaces, there are going to be different levels of traction on offer, not to mention your own specific movement style that puts a different pressure underneath your foot than perhaps somebody else that will result in more or less traction. Long story short, if you have a pair of football boots that you find you're consistently slipping in, you're probably slipping because of those specific boots. But the grip under your feet isn't the only thing that'll vary from one boot to the next. The grip on the ball is something that you'll see as a big difference from one football boot to another, where again, depending on personal preference and the way that you dribble in particular, sometimes having too much grip on the ball can be detrimental to your performance. Where of course there's an adjustment period to getting any new pair of football boots, but if you are a dribbler of the ball and all of a sudden you get a new pair and you're finding that the ball is catching on your feet, causing you to trip up, or at the very least just make mistakes that you wouldn't normally make, there's only really one thing to blame, and that's the boots on your feet. With this last point being a big one, and that is if your boots are uncomfortable and are hurting your feet to the point where you are noticing that when you're playing, I don't care what anybody says, that impacts your ability to perform at the highest level. Your focus should be on the game and not how much your feet hurt, and that is a distraction that I can guarantee you will have an impact at some point or another on your ability to perform. If your football boots are comfortable, they're out of sight, out of mind, and again, allowing you to play your best.